Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to touch on a topic that I feel pretty passionate about and a principle I try to live my life by that I think can help a lot of you guys if you haven't really thought about living like this before or the importance of it, etc. So, I try to live my life by the principle of not having regret. And that sounds so cheesy. Everyone says you only regret the chances you didn't take, like, oh my god, live without regrets, like no regrets, blah 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 blah. Like everyone's talked about it. It's been in commercials, it's been in everything. We're not new to the concept of wanting to avoid regret. But the biggest mistake that I think we as a collective society make is thinking that regret comes from these big life decisions and not these small everyday moments that would have compounded into making a much more fulfilling life for yourself that you don't realize until years down the road. And this can apply to friendships and connecting with people. It can apply to how authentically you express yourself and put yourself out there and show yourself to the world. It can apply to taking risks with relationships, with opportunities, with just going out and seeing things, or spending more money when you're younger to travel rather than saving it and being worried about not having enough of it. And it's such a funny thing because when you ask someone, do you want to live with regret? Obviously, the answer that everyone's going to say is, no, I don't want to live with regret. But regret is so funny because you don't realize that you have it until it's already too late. I think that's, again, also very straightforward with this concept. But what I'm trying to say is the example of friendship. When you grow older and you start living more of your life, you have a family, settle down, don't have a family, whatever, grow older, your friends start to, friend group gets smaller, you're not really talking to many people, maybe you're more isolated, and you realize that you really didn't put much effort into keeping up with those old friends or acquaintances, or actually going out of your way to make time for friendships or make time to meet new people, and haven't really made that much space for human connection without even realizing it. And then you get on with your life later and later, and you realize, shit, fuck, I have like 2 friends, and I barely see anyone, and I barely get to connect with anyone, and I just miss those days where I could just laugh with my friends and have a fantastic night and just like be really connected. And that's a regret for you that you didn't see your friends enough. But I want you all to realize now, who are probably, I'm assuming, on the younger side. I don't know if I'm going to really have lots of the senior citizens watching these videos. And if you are, kudos to you. God bless your soul. Happy to have you here. Anyways, point being, those moments of regrets that build up over the years always originate with small choices and actions that you could have made earlier in your life. Like, the regret of not having enough connection with people comes from saying no to going on a night out, or saying no or being iffy about catching up with an old friend, or not really making time to text your friends back, or make plans, or reach out. Those small decisions are what lead to us having so much regret later in life, in the specific category of friendship and connection, etc. And we can say the same thing with not taking opportunities, not putting yourself out there. I try to intentionally live by the principle of avoiding any situation where I would say, I wish I did this better. I wish I just took the chance. I wish I just didn't care what people thought of me, and I wish I just did the thing. Or I wish I just, I don't know, traveled. It's always, you wish you did something more. Or you could even say, I wish that I rested more. I wish that I wasn't always so focused on work and always so focused on improving, and I was actually able to connect with myself. But as I said before, regret creeps up on you so quickly or so easily as time passes, and it compounds. It's the same thing as good habits or bad habits. It's all smaller decisions that compound over time. That seems to be the core principle of a lot of teachings in the world of personal development and improvement and just general life advice. The things that you want the most and the things you want to avoid the most, both of those are created over a long period of time as an accumulation of very small moments and very small decisions and small actions. James Clear in Atomic Habits talks about 1% better, again, not a new concept if you've obviously read the book, but if you haven't read the book, getting 1% better every day will make you 37 times better than when you started after a year. And if you get 1% worse, you get like way fucking worse, down to 0. Essentially, I'm very much so summarizing the gist of that point, but I mean, it's just math. But the point is, life is made in the smaller moments. Life is made from the small decisions of saying yes to going out with an old friend, of just deciding to ask someone out if you've been wanting to for a while, the decision to put yourself out there more, or just take a chance on something, or just let yourself be seen more, or just put yourself out there, do something that you're scared to do because you don't want to look stupid, or you want to feel silly, or you don't want people to judge you. But would you regret not doing it in 25 years? Are you really going to care what Susie from down the street thinks of you when you are 73 years old? No, when you're 73, you're going to be like, why the fuck didn't I do it? Who the fuck cares about Susie? I don't fucking care about Susie. Like, fuck you, Susie. You're probably in the room over next to me looking the same as me. Like, I don't know. I don't know where that just came from. But we should all live our life with a bit more intentionality. Wow. Around making our small decisions that we make every day, or just even without thinking about it, ones that would allow us to live a life where we don't have regrets over not being as connected as we could be, not being as expressed as we could be, and not getting the absolute most out of life that we could, which we deserve to get, just because we were scared in the moment, we didn't want people to judge us, and we were worried about looking stupid or missing out, or just couldn't be bothered to slow down or take the time to connect, because the time does not come back. The world keeps spinning, and every second that passes just becomes more of the past. And as we grow older, time just seems to go faster and faster, as we all know. And it's really important that we appreciate it while we have it, because I really encourage authentic self-expression. That's the whole point of being your most organic self. Every video that I end with, I say, go be your most organic self, because I truly want everyone who watches these videos, the God-sent souls who may or may not watch these videos all the way through, I want you all to feel more inspired to just truly get yourself out there in whatever way that looks for you. Doesn't have to be online, doesn't have to be crazy public exposure, but just in all the settings of your life, I want you to be so yourself that you feel like you've actually lived a life that is made to serve you and made to allow your most authentic expression to come through in all areas of your life without you being held down by worrying about it or caring what other people's judgments of you are. And I don't want you guys to live with regrets. I don't want anyone to wake up in 5, 10, 15, 20 years and be like, shit, I really wish I did that sooner. Shit, I really wish I did whatever. I want you guys to feel empowered with the freedom, flexibility, and strength to be able to pursue those things now. So, YOLO, you only live once, literally, and even with me making these videos, I'm sure some people judge me. I'm sure some people think weirdly of me for posting the shit that I do on my Instagram stories. I'm sure they do. And you know what? As Mel Robbins says, let them, because the people that you're so worried about judging you, and the people that like everything that you fear is going to happen by not doing things or not slowing down, not taking chances, all of those things are going to mean nothing at the end of your life. They're going to mean nothing. At the end of your life, you're going to wish so badly that you could be back in the situation you're in now, just so you had the time to make the right decision and to put yourself out there and connect with that person, or allow yourself to be more present in the moment and rest and absorb life and just appreciate it. Like, think from the perspective of you when you are 80 and you can't do the things that you can do now in the same physical, mental, emotional, energetic capacity that you have at this moment. So, hope that helps at least one person, as I always say. I know this video was a little late, but we're going back to like the first YouTube video I posted where I'm sitting on my bedroom floor just talking in front of a phone on a makeshift stand. Now with corded headphones. So I think this is a bit of an upgrade from that. But anyways, go be your most organic selves. I will see you next week. Bye, guys.